Hello YouTube, so this is going to be part of my pantry tour. These two canning shelves are in the corner of my living room. It's kind of hard to film the angle these are at, so I'm holding my camera in my hand. So please excuse any shaking. I do normally use tripods, but I'm going to quickly go over what's on these two shelves and try to pan down slowly. This is not all that I have put back. These two shelves basically hold everything behind my sectional couch. So I don't have room in my kitchen for food storage. It's basically just like spices and dishes and pots and pans in there. So I'm going to go over what's on these two shelves. I do have more canned goods put away in, the back of our closets, bottom of our closets, under our beds, etc. But the main things I have to get to in my working pantry and my working rotation is on these two shelves. Plus I have more of these shelves literally lining my hallway that I keep my canning equipment and more of my canned goods on. So I'm gonna get to showing a little bit of what I have out here. Not everything here is USDA approved and all of that. Everybody has their own way of putting food back and building food storage and things they do and don't want to process. A lot of things that I am not comfortable with processing, I don't. If I'm comfortable with processing it, then I do. I didn't start this yesterday, and I know a lot of the naysayers say, oh, but just because it can be done doesn't mean it should be done. And some of the things that I put back I wasn't going to show, but screw it. This is my food storage, it's my kitchen, it's my family. My food storage, I don't consider myself a prepper. Really, this is more of survival. It's more for health reasons. I grew up, with my dad cooking from scratch. We didn't eat TV dinners and all the processed foods. I'm Italian. My father came over here in the 60s. He grew up in the kitchen with his mother and his aunts and his grandmother and learned to cook from scratch, and he passed that on to us. I learned to can as a kid from my older brother and his wife. They had a farm in Maryland, and they had goats and cows and, gardens and horses, and they had peach trees and chickens, and you name it, they had it. They had pigs and everything. So they put a lot of food back. They can their own peaches, their own tomatoes, their own pasta sauce, pizza sauce. And we just didn't buy that stuff from the store. It's cheaper to make your condiments and things you use often at home. That way how your food is being handled. The ingredients that are going in it. That, you're not getting preservative-laden foods and excess amounts of sodium and mystery ingredients. I'm big on not giving that stuff to my kid. Granted, kids. I have 3. I don't know why I said kids. I'm sorry, I'm tired. But basically, I'm big on not pumping my kids full of that crap. I want them eating healthy, homemade, from scratch foods. I want them learning the same things that I learned growing up. So that way they're able to pass it on to their kids. You know, anyway, I'm going to get on to this and show you what I have and some things that I'm low on and talk about what I need to put back this summer. But let's get started. First off, I think I'm going to start at the bottom. I've got some French onion soup down there, some more apple pie filling, and some strawberry jam. Then over here on the bottom, yes, I'm so out of room, I've literally got to slide boxes under my canning shelves in the floor. But that's chicken stock down there, and I've got some veggie stock. Over here I've got turkey stock with some turkey in it. I've got home canned tomato soup base. I don't buy that stuff in the store. I've got chicken soup back there, and beef stew. I've got a couple cases of turkey stock down there. Sorry if I'm blocking the light. I can all my own pasta sauce, vodka sauce base. I tried that recipe for the first time. The recipe only calls for 4 pint jars. So when I get my bulk tomatoes from the farmer's market this summer, I'm definitely canning up a huge batch of that. I fell in love with that. I love garlic sauce, vodka sauce pasta. And with that, I just freeze my heavy cream in ice cube trays, and that way whenever I want to make some vodka sauce pasta, I have everything I need ready to go. You literally pop open the jar of that and add your heavy cream. But anyway, I've got my pasta sauce, I've got chicken stock, chicken broth, chicken bone broth, more chicken broth. I've got home canned chicken, pork neck bones. I've got a case and 3 jars of those. I've got some sausage canned up for those homemade breakfast wraps I make for the kids. I've got some home canned bacon. I'm low on that. I need to can up some more. Out of all the pumpkin I've canned, I'm down to 2 cases of quarts and 2 cases of pints. So this fall, by the time fall rolls around, I'll definitely need to be canning up some more pumpkin. I've got home canned pineapple and home canned corn. I'm low on pineapple and corn. Let me see if I can get... I love home canned pineapple. I never could stand the canned stuff in the store. I just thought it was disgusting and had a metallic taste, so it was either fresh or nothing. I've got home canned corn. I'm down to 2 pints of that, so I'm gonna have to stock up on that this summer. I've got home canned carrots. I keep saying home canned. I guess you guys get the point already. Green beans. I just canned up some more of those. I've got tomato juice up there. Pizza sauce. I'm down to 2 quarts of that. I've got to can up more of that again when I get some more of my tomatoes this summer. 2 more cases of apple pie filling up there. 2 cases of Great Northern beans. This one's gonna make a lot of people mad, but right now I'm just in the mood. I don't care. So there's ghee and butter canned up there. my pinto beans, I've got a whole shelf of those. I've got quarts at the top, and then I've got pints down here. Home canned salsa. There's kidney beans up in the top. Taco sauce is a huge one for us. We do Taco Tuesdays every week, and I make all my own taco sauce. You can see that goes way back. So all of that is homemade, and that's just the bulk canning taco sauce recipe. Barbecue sauce. I do a Jack Daniel's barbecue sauce. This is hickory and brown sugar, and of course I use Jack Daniel's in that. Something else I need to can up this summer. I don't know if you can see it. This lighting is so hard to get in this apartment. But I've got home canned relish, and I'm down to 3 pints of those. I canned this all the way back in 2014. This is amazing in chicken salad or tuna salad. We love this stuff. So I definitely have to get on canning more of this up, and soon, before we run out. Also, another favorite is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to this, that I'm low on. I don't know if you can see that, but that's Ball's walnut syrup. Canned that up in 2015, and I'm down to 3 half pints of that. This is amazing over Belgian waffles and ice cream. Love, love, love this stuff. When you can it up, basically all the nuts end up floating to the top. But that's okay. Before you use it, you can just stir it up. But again, I'm down to 3 half pints of that, so I need to make more of that. Let me see. Applesauce. I make homemade applesauce. This I do not buy in the store. It's all homemade. I never buy applesauce. My kids are so used to homemade that they don't like the they don't like the flavor. They don't like the taste of store-bought applesauce. I've got home canned black beans. I've got a shelf full of those, and I do some pints and half pints. I do the little half pints for like lunches, so that way if I want to use a small amount of black beans over like a taco salad to take to work for lunch, I have those available. Back there I have chili beans. I've got them in pints and quarts. I like to have those on hand for chili or just as a chili bean meal side. I've got a couple cases of pineapple jam, grape jelly, ground sirloin. I've got a couple cases of sweet potatoes back there. Strawberry jam, grape jelly. There's sweet onion jam back there in the corner. I hope you guys are able to see all of this. And then something else I've got is home canned pickles. I'm low on those. Actually, that's all I have left. 3, 6, 9 pint-and-a-half jars. 6 of them are Spears, and I've only got 3 pint-and-a-half of slices. I've got two pints of slices, and then another pint of Spears. So I'm gonna have to can up more of those this summer. Another thing I like to put back, this stuff is so hard to reach. I've got home canned pork and beans. Love, love, love those, especially when we cook out on the grill. I'll just toss some of those in my cast iron pan and heat it up over the grill. So that way it gets that hickory wood flavor and it tastes so amazing. I'm down to, I think, it looks like 8 pint-and-a-half jars and 1 pint. So I'm gonna have to do some more of those soon. Basically with beans, I don't really make that a priority to can during the summer, like dry beans and, you know, pork and beans and stuff like that. I make the effort to can those up during the winter, so that way I have you know, my canners and my time available to process fresh produce during the summer. Especially tomatoes. Like, I'm completely out of my crushed tomatoes, my diced tomatoes, my whole tomatoes. So I'm gonna need to put a lot of those back this summer because I ran out early, and I do not like having to buy canned goods from the store. If I'm in a pinch, I'll buy San Marzano tomatoes for pasta sauce. But other than that, I just don't want canned goods from the store. You know, it may be snobbish or picky, but I just don't want it in my house. Literally, the only canned goods I keep in the house is evaporated milk, cream of chicken, and I've got a couple cans of tuna fish, and other than that, there's nothing store-bought canned in this house. You know, and I understand that not everybody can do that, but literally, people ask me all the time how I was able to accomplish all of this. And literally, to be honest, I'm not one of those mothers that's out running the streets on the weekend and leaving their kids with their grandmother. You know, I am home with my kids at night, and I'm a night owl. So literally, once a week I try to put something back, 1 or 2 things, and whatever I put back is something that I've been able to get on sale. You know, like this week I got the last 12 pounds of green beans on sale for 99 cents a pound, and I literally scraped everything they had out of the case and was able to put those 12 pounds together. And the other thing I got was raspberries. I do have raspberries in my deep freezer for smoothies. I do kefir milk smoothies, and I'm going to put a video up on that soon. I don't buy kefir milk from the store. I don't buy smoothies from the store. I don't do Starbucks. It's not in the budget, for one, and for two, I just don't like the flavor. Like, I make my coffee at home. I make my smoothies at home. I make, you know, whatever I can at home. So that way we're not going over our food budget and we're not having all that crap that they put in these store-bought foods. I just wanted to show a quick video of a breakfast station that I made out of my TV stand. My kitchen cabinets are full, and these Dollar Tree canisters were, of course, each $1. I'm able to hold 9 different kinds of cereal in the bottom. They're each gallon containers. Then I have oatmeal, grits, cream of wheat. Basically hot cereal options, hot breakfast options. And then at the top I have smaller pastas, soft wheat berries. So yeah, it's an affordable way to extend your pantry if you're out of space. There's no excuse to say you don't have room for food storage. Literally, this cabinet held nothing but junk electronics, extra cords and stuff that we didn't even use. So I cleaned it out and now it's extra food storage. Have a good night.